Hey you all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I did some tribal braids and this is my second time doing them. Don't be too rough on me. But I did the braids and I wanted it to be a tutorial, but I kept moving directly in front of the camera, so I just am going to keep it how it is and explain what I can. Hopefully I'll get better recording actual tutorials explaining in depth, but right now I'm just parting and I'm going from about eyebrow arch to eyebrow arch.
Request my chariot, get ya. The doors OPEN. Take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN.
So okay, sorry y'all, it's hard making voiceovers. Like, anyway, after I make my first part, the little rough draft part, I make another part and I go over that with Shine Jam, and that really just makes your parts really nice, neat, and crisp. And I go over that and then I just use my rat tail comb to go back through the hair to separate it from top to bottom.
The doors OPEN. Take the hot road and hop in.
So this next parting area is like for the nape. It's a little bit below the top of the ear, or maybe even right at the top of her ear. And this is kind of like the third row, but here I'm just sectioning off this area specifically to add box braids in her nape.
Open up, tell you out for puff, let your emotion waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up. Tear you out for puff. Let your emotion waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Need to deep breathe, heart and complications. Open up. Need to reread our conversation. Got me contemplation over our situation. Open up. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The doors OPN. Take the hot road and hop in. You OPN, bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The doors OPN.
So for my second layer, I start my parting in the center of her head and I'm working from the middle outward. So I think I started going to the left first, but it really doesn't matter either way you go. Just, it's easier to make sure that you're gonna have straight parts all the way from, you know, the top to the bottom if you work from the middle going out. So tribal braids are feeding braids. So as you can see here, and I think it's a pretty good visual. I start with her hair and then I'm just consistently adding bigger and bigger pieces, not too much bigger. I already sectioned them out and I have them on this rack, which made it easier for me. And I would recommend you getting a rack to just have your hair on. It makes it so much easier to braid, and you just continue to add hair until it's the thickness of the braids that you've already done.
You OPN, we should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The doors OPEN. Take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The doors OPEN. Take the hot road and hop in. First impression, You OPN, we should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN, take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN, we should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN, take the hot road and hop in. Monarch butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up in smoke, smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate. Exfoliate, the renegotiate. She's closing up, come to visit me. She say that she the loneliest, and it's hard to open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up, tear you out for a Pokeball. Let your emotion waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up. Tear you out for a Pokeball. Let your emotion waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Need to deep breathe, heartache complications. Open up. Need to reread our conversation. Got me contemplation over our situation. Open up. You OPN, bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN, take the hot road and hop in. You OPN, bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN, take the hot road and hop in. Open up, open up, shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open, open. First impression, you OPN, we should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN, take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN, we should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN, take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN, we should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN, take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN, we should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN, take the hot road and hop in.
How you look so pretty?
Nice, girl. I can't wait so I can see how I look.
Smoking up.
I'm giving the
Hold on,
girls
flick me up right here by the wall. Girl,
great goddess.
I used to look on your back porch real quick.
Period.
I'm gonna show you. Y'all, let's go outside.
Come get braided by Morgan.
Open up, tell you out for fall. Let your emotions waterfall on me. Open up, open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up, tell you out for fall. Let your emotions waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Need to deep breathe, heart and complications. Open up. Need to reread our conversation. Got me contemplation over our situation. Open up. You OPN. Bitch, you won't be BM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. You OPN, bitch, you won't be BM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. Open up, open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open.
So now I'm getting ready to add some mousse just to lay down all of her flyaways, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into dipping the ends. Okay, I said we were gonna jump straight into dipping, but please go back and braid your braids all the way down to the end. It's gonna look so much neater and more professional. So I used to have the worst problem with dipping my ends. I would always have like the little bent up curly ends, and I hated the way it looked, and I really didn't like understand why it was curling. I watched a couple of videos and I found out that, you know, if you keep moving your pitcher or whatever you have your hot water in, if you keep moving it up and down while you're taking your braids out, the braids don't have time to just, you know, sit and crinkle. So once you're taking the braids out, keep moving your pitcher up and down.
Need to deep breathe, heart and complications. Open up. You OPN, bitch, you won't be BM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. Open up, open up. Shut it down like.
Thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know what you want to see next. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.
Look good on camera. Hold on with the light hitting it.
I told you.
It's good right there.
That's a wrap, folks. Oh.
Ooh. Look at
Oh,
my
yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
Yes.
I'm in the water.